Welcome back to lesson 3. I'm going to talk more about train setup and marshalling your rolling stock on the train, and also some pitfalls. Remember, this is free software, folks, and do not treat it as mission critical, please. So to continue, I have entered some different information this time. So this is on a DC track with no DCC functionality. So at the moment, there are 3 tracks. And on track ID 1, which is a DC power connector, the steam engine Puffy Joe is parked. So let's go into train setup. So in this form, I will point out the first deliberate mistake. The total rake is blank. The reason being is the Puffy Joe coal tender is a new unit type which you can add. So basically, locomotive Puffy Joe is parked on track ID 1. This does not update automatically. Remember, folks, it's only a sort of this is the labour of love, this whole project, and it's a bit of a bastard child. So anyway, let's marshal train rolling stock. So, I mean, why not add a new bit of rolling stock? And we'll call this the steam crane. And what we're going to do here is we're going to add a new rolling stock type, crane. Model manufacturer. Yes, I do. So in your copy of the database, folks, the default value will be blank, but I recommend you add wagon. So the crane is added down here. Press OK. Model manufacturer. Hornby. And what we'll do here is we will add a model manufacturer. We'll call it Fugaze, which is an Italian term. And this is important, folks. It'll gag the system if you try to add it. It will. So if I press update unit, you will get this ugly message. So always remember to choose it and assigned to train here. Now update unit, and there we go. So I will close out of this, refresh train details. Notice that it doesn't update. You'll have to close out of it, go back in again, and this time you'll see it. Now, the bug is, folks, that all the values to compute the train rate, they've been hard-coded in, and they come from the rolling stock type. And both the coal tenter and the crane have been added in, so it doesn't recognize them. Just as it doesn't recognize locomotives or single-powered units. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add a wagon. New. And you can see wagon is the default value. And as you can see, you'll have to add the new model manufacturer all the time. So put in again here, Fugazi. It doesn't kind of panic or anything. Fluffy Joe, important. Update unit. And close down. Refresh train details. Close. Train setup. And now you see the train rake has 1 carriages. So what we're now going to do is we're going to close out of this. We're going to go into track pieces. So I've decided that, well, Puffy Joe is now actually no longer parked. It actually fell off the track, so I'm going to remove it. Yes. This is important to update the forms like this, to remove the forms, because it will actually cause the database to panic if you park a rolling stock in a section of track which is already parked upon. Even like on both DC and DCC type model railways. So we're going to park the locomotive again on 3. Yes, it's clunky. Park rolling stock. Close. So what we're going to do now is I'm deliberately going to cause an error that you will also see there in the subform on track pieces. So I'm going to go into rolling stock. So I'm going to choose a new section of, I'm going to choose a new type of rolling stock here. Say the crane, and I'm going to park the crane on track A, and it should generate an error message. The changes you requested to the table were not successful because they would create duplicate values in the index, primary key, or relationship. Change the data in the field or fields that contain duplicate data, remove the index, or redefine the index to permit duplicate entries, and try again. That's the last time I'll read that out for you, folks. So basically, I'm going to park the train on another, and this time it will work. And notice it doesn't update in real time. Even when you update, you'll have to come out of it again and go back in. And And there we go. So folks, that is the end of lesson 3. Thanks for watching.